Day 154, Musee Mechanique. If you go to Fisherman's Wharf, which most people do, there's the Ferris wheel, there's Pier 39, there's a bunch of restaurants that have closed, and Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory, that's about it. You gotta see it for yourself, definitely something to see. Go and get yourself a bowl of bread bowl soup, please. Clam chowder out of the bread bowl. And something else that you might want to do is check out the Musee Mechanique. So I've tried my best to describe kind of where this is, but it's one of those places that you'll probably fare better if you throw it up on Google Maps or ask someone. But if I'm not mistaken, behind the Musee Mechanique is the Liberty ship, which it's one of those big warships, because you know how much the United States loves war, that is actually open for tours. So that's that is an attraction that some people like to see in that same general area. But and so again, trying my best to describe kind of where the Musee Mechanique is, because it's kind of tucked away. But the Musee Mechanique hosts over, if I'm not mistaken, over 200 antique games. So some of them don't even work. Do you remember the scene from Princess Diaries where Anne Hathaway takes the queen to like Fisherman's Wharf, and she does the hand game, the arm game, and she ends up putting like both her hands to try to beat the hand? That's the Musee Mechanique. So right when you enter, there is this clown woman that her name is Laughing Sal. If you put in 50 cents, she will do her incredibly creepy laugh. Laughing Sal came from Playland at the Beach. I will talk about Playland at the Beach, San Francisco's only amusement park, in another video. But that's where she comes from. And these games have been sourced from, if I'm not mistaken, different parts of San Francisco. Many of them came from the original Playland at the Beach, but I don't know if all of them did. I could be wrong about that. But there's Pac-Man, there's all these interesting little games from like San Francisco history. There's plenty of games about the earthquake and fires. There's plenty of games about the Barbary Coast, Shanghai Dens. All of these, I'm pretty sure there's a game or two about Chinatown, and I'll be honest, there's even a couple games in there that are really racist. But just for the pure historical aspect, go check out Musee Mechanique. It is, and again, for people who are like hardcore gamers, it will be worth your while. But I would say that it's almost worth it just to go in there and hear Laughing Sal's incredibly, incredibly creepy laugh. And I will end this video. So when I used to run tours in Fisherman's Wharf, I won't do that. Yeah, it'll be cold in hell before I ever do that again. Trial by fire. But when I used to take my groups in there, I used to plunk in the 50 cents, and she'd do her whole, and, you know, everybody be creeped out. And then I remember reading an autobiography about a guy who actually grew up outside of Playland at the Beach, and he went to sleep to Laughing Sal's laugh every night. Creepy.